Hey guys, Jeff the Maintenance Man. I had a break in the rain and I'm sticking my head here because there's some water leaking. Leak. Do whatever. Jesus. Water leaking on my head. So we had a break in the rain. What I need to do is go to metering. I need to go down here and run statistics. I need the cumulative and the total runtime, and we go by 85 hours and 18 minutes. Those are the numbers I need off of this generator. You've seen this generator before. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Whatever. One of my videos was like, oh, that's hot, and I was like, oh, that's the something, or the coolant line, or this or the gas line. This is the coolant line, and it's hot as fire. It's got a little heater on it, and this keeps the block hot. This thing is always warm and hot. Everything is hot on there, like except for this, of course. That's the exhaust, but the valve covers, everything. Little V. What we got? V6, V8. Okay, V8. 702 energy family EPS 1B5.702 ED 5.0 liter. So whatever y'all want to put that as, it's not no name 460. Well, it might be a 460. I don't know. I don't know about cars. I don't know about car engine size. 5.0 liter in it, but it's running on propane, so keep that in mind. It's probably a different displacement, or whatever you call it. So I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna fire it up, just see if it does fire up. Seen it before, I think, in some of my videos. Some of y'all may have not. Let's just do a revisit. Transfer switch. This is responsible for transferring emergency power to normal power and so forth. So it's inside the cabinet. That's what it looks like. So we're going to hit test. It's going to ask us for a passcode. It's all zeros. Yeah. And then hit start. It should crank. If y'all can't hear it, y'all can hear it now. So it cranked up, transfers, boom. You saw the lights flicker. That's because it transferred over to emergency power. The normal voltage coming in is about 212, and the emergency is 208, 207, whatever, 208, 207. They dialed it in pretty good for us. But what that click that y'all heard was this camshaft right here. It actually goes from normal to electric emergency. See how it says emergency? If it trips back, I'll do that real quick actually. Well, in test, and couldn't do it fast enough. Oh well. But anyway, couldn't do it fast enough, but now it says normal, but this thing spins. It goes click click, so that's how we do our emergency generator test. It also powers that elevator. That was pretty dang close. Usually I like to shut it down when the elevator is not running. That was pretty dang close. Again, I think I've done a video of this somewhere in my playlist or something, but we have the main breakers for, certain things. It's probably a RTU, the heat pump up there, 350 breaker, 350, 400, 350, and hell, I don't even know what amp that is. It doesn't even say. And a 2000 amp main. 1600 amp. I'm sorry, 1600 amp main. Little breaker boxes. For transfer switch. Everything's nicely labeled. It's just whatever, but I just want to see if that thing fired up. They want us to do a test when it's humid outside, and today it's pretty dang humid. It's been raining and stuff, and so I did the test and all that. So yep, pretty cool. Now, how do I get out of the fucking door, Comcast? Huh? Anyway, you have a great day. Jeff the Maintenance Man. Hey guys, Jeff the Maintenance Man. AO generator. I keep these panels off of it for a second, so I'm gonna make it loud up in here, cause this baby ain't got no muffler. This is pretty much a pretty old generator, made by Kohler actually, and as you can see, yeah, take pieces of it. It's just disintegrated, but it'll work for our needs today. Alright, so it's on auto. Reset. Blah, 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 blah. I don't even think that works. I'm not gonna hold it on the load actually. I want to see how good this thing starts. With these older generators, you want to make sure there's no cats in here. That's a horrible story. Saved from a different time or whatever, but yeah, horrible story. Real quick, cat got into the fan shroud, thought it was a safe place, can go right up here, got in this not this one, but the one that's been replaced over there, got in the fan shroud, the thing auto exercise, bam, man, that cat was done. And it wasn't a cat, it was a kitten. So pretty sad there. So what I'm gonna do is fire this puppy up, and I'm gonna try to fire it up where it's not on our load, because I don't need anything going strange right now. I just want this baby to warm up a little bit, get the oil warm. We do this every once in a while. I'm doing it on Sunday just because I got a little extra time to do this and be able to just sit here and talk to you without an interruption every 5 seconds. So what we're gonna do is I can fire it up from here. I don't like doing that because if anything does go wrong, then yeah, stuff's gonna go wrong. Alright, Comcast, this is why you lock your ped boxes. One of my Comcast do's and don'ts. Here's your ped box, blah 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 blah. People are like, oh, it's grounded outside in the ped box. Yes, it is. Here's your ground wire and here's your ground rod. So yeah, big friggin' deal. Doesn't matter. Alright, this one's actually a nicer cable box. It's got less though. Here's an older transfer switch. Think I have a video on somehow how this works, but what we're going to do is go all the way to 30 minutes here on this timer. This is the time delay for the how long after I do the test for. This is the kick in and kick out, and it's in normal right now. I'm not going to throw it over to emergency right now because I'm the only one. I just want to warm it up, make sure it fires. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip the switch and hold it down, and it's going to get loud, but I'm going to try to auto, in the video I'm going to try to auto duck the video so it's not so loud for you guys. So here we go. Hold. Let go. Let go. Alright, so it's going to get loud. I'm going to go outside and show you all a little bit. We're gonna come back in here so I can talk to you or anything, but that's a old unit, but it's one of our newer older units, if that makes any sense. It actually has the muffler on it, so it being that loud is not that loud. The other units that we have aren't working right. Mufflers have rusted off of them, so it's straight header. So with the 460 or 450, whatever that is, running that generator, man, with no headers, there's fire coming out the side of the dang thing. Certain stuff like this. Now, if I wanted to simulate that there was a power outage, I could hold this down and it would transfer the switch from normal to emergency on these older units. I just showed you how to do it on the newer unit with the test and the digital screen that's cut out here in the same box. All they do is cut it out and fix it. But I would hold this down, and since it's lunchtime or dinner time and all that, I am not doing it on this, because if something does fail, then I am kind of stuck by myself right now. So I'm just having it heat up right now to run for 30 minutes. If I want to kill the test, I could probably just turn this all the way back. This is emergency to normal. This is how many seconds it takes when the power goes out, how long it's going to take to transfer. Like this one is going to go ahead and fire the generator. This one's going to go to emergency to normal in how many minutes or how many seconds. Okay, so we're out of power, right? It's dark. Oh snap. And then 7 seconds later, doosh, this thing pops on. That thing's going to fire up. We're going to give it 7 seconds after it fires up to make sure everything's running. Then this thing will go clunk. So you get about that much delay on that. And we don't even mess with these right here. The pull in and the dropouts, we don't do that. We don't mess with them. So you want this one slightly higher than this one. Normal to emergency in seconds. That's how fast the generator is going to pull in. So you want a couple seconds delay on the emergency. Normal to emergency, and then you want emergency to normal minutes of how many times. Like, so let's say the power goes on, that thing fires up and all this, and then it goes back off, and then this thing will be flip 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 if it goes on off on off. So you want to put a buffer zone there, maybe a couple seconds or so, that you're without emergency power, and then have this fire up and then do whatever. So let's see what we got going on out here. Again, it's probably going to get loud. Got some smoke coming off of our mama. it's not under load, so there's no amperage on it at the moment. I would do it under load, but like I said, I'm the only guy here. If something goes wrong, sometimes these elevators can bog these things down pretty good, and then they're kind of stuck in the transfer phase, and then I have to manually transfer the switch, which is a pain in the butt. I gotta get my hands all up in here and flick it up, and I don't like doing that. With this little tool, this is the tool, and in my last video I said this, and you got to insert it in this little hole right here, and it's no, screw that. So we're gonna end the test, and the way I'm gonna do that, so I don't have to go back out there and be all loud and stuff, I'm gonna turn this back down to 0. And the time delay should time out. And there it goes. So the time delay just timed out with no cooldown. Now turn it back up to 30. For the next guy, when he does the test, it'll do that. But since I came over here and I saw somebody took the covers off of it, I assumed it wasn't working, but it's working. It's smoking because we painted it like grill paint, but that thing gets so hot. So yeah, I can smell the paint if this was smell-o-vision right now, but there we go. It's one panel. So I guess somebody took this apart and just didn't put it back together. I don't know. There's another one. But this also helps keep cats and stuff and lizards and wasp nests out of this unit when you fire them up every once in a while, because they're going to be hot and they're not going to want to go in there. So, alright, so had a little generator fire up test. These are always bugging me a little bit with when I have to fire them up. I just, anything can go wrong with those things. They're just not reliable. In my opinion, that one fired up and did an excellent job of keeping everything running in this building here, from here to there. So oxygen concentrators, all sorts of stuff. This is our common one. This is our baby one. This one's only like 35 kW. That one was a 50 kW. And this one, it does its own self-exercising. It's got the computer thing in it and stuff. It's got a little... It's got actually a V8 in it. Believe it or not. I was like, what? God dang it. Yeah, so it's got a... 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, so it's got a V8 in it. Generac. Not much difference, but this thing, man, this thing's quiet compared to that damn thing. Whew. It's got a exhaust right there, but they should have made this maybe different with a slot cut out in it, so this water wouldn't sit here and just rust it. Because that's going to be something that happens in the radiator caps up here to fill radiator fluid, gas. They're all propane powered. They're not diesel or anything. So it's our Generac unit. So every time. Anyway, yeah, this is more newer. I mean, it's brand spanking. This is our newest generator right here. I mean, I can barely tell that it's running. And then this is our newest. Our second newest is the one I always do, the south wing or whatever. And then this, no, actually our second newest is the big 150 kW over there. Then the south wing is the other one that goes for this wing here that I do tours. And then we have an east and a west, so we have 6 generators on the property. But just thought y'all want to come along for a little old generator tour and me firing them up or whatever. But I'm not gonna fire this one up. It's gonna be firing up tomorrow anyway, so we'll see tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. It's Jeff the Maintenance Man. Y'all have a great day.